guys, welcome to Island Hooking. Today I want to share with you a way where you can attach a hook line to either your leader or to your main line without using a 3-eye swivel. A lot of times you might go fishing and you might forget to bring your 3-eye swivel. So you still want to attach it to your leader. So I'll show you a way how you can do that. Also, sometimes I like to use sometimes I fish without the 3-eye. Most of the time I don't use 3-eye swivel because I think the fish can see the 3-eye swivel for one thing. Second thing is that sometimes I want to attach another tag, another hook line to my either my damashi or to my spinning rig to catch a kule or minpachi or whatever. And if you put a 3-eye swivel, it just kind of adds a little weight and it kind of messes it up and it just won't work. So sometimes using the 3-eye swivel might not be the best option. So I'm going to share with you how you can attach different branches to your leader or main line without a 3-eye swivel. And the cool thing is that I'm going to share with you how to do it with just one knot, but you can do it 3 different ways. Okay? Don't ask me what the name of the knot is because I don't know. I've been using this knot over 40 years. It's been slightly modified here and there, but it works. Okay, and I know there's tons of other ways you could probably do it. May not be the best way, but this is just one way that I want to share with you. I've used it. You know, I still use it. It works fine. Of course, if you want the strongest way, then the best thing is to use a 3-eye swivel. But like I said, there are times when you don't want to use it or you can't use it. Especially if you want to be stealthy and you want it to just not to stand out. You don't want the 3-eye swivel to stand out. This is just a way to do it. Okay. So again, you guys decide what knots you guys want to use. I just want to share this one knot that I've been using for a long time. Okay, so I'm going to use 30-pound test for today's demonstration. You can use any size. You can go up like 20, 15, 10, 8-pound test, and so on. Only reason why I'm using 30 is because I felt that it's you could probably see it. Yeah, I tried using a rope, it just wasn't working, just didn't make the knot tight enough and all that. So I figured I just show it to you with the mono. It's easier. So just keep in mind that pretend that this is the line that goes to your pole or your leader or your swivel on the top, and you wanted to attach another hook to this line. So I'll show you one simple way. Okay, and again I'm going to show you one knot that you can do it 3 different ways. Okay, so what you want to do, and again keep in mind that you have to be able to use all your fingers. If you want to do a good knot, you gotta learn to use all your fingers, and sometimes you have to use your teeth and some saliva to make the knot really tight. Okay, but what you want to do is that you want to bring your hands together, okay, and you want to form a knot. I mean, not a knot, but a circle or a loop. Okay, and you want to pinch it so it doesn't unravel. Okay, and you want to do it again. Well, I'll do it on top for now so you can see. I'll make another one, and I'll pinch it, and I'll make sure that the second loop is smaller. Okay, if it's the same size, then you could either pull one side, make it smaller, or you can just still use you can still keep it the same size. Just remember which loop you're using, and I'll show you why. Okay, so what you want to do is put it downwards. Okay, and then I want to take the smallest loop first and bring it upwards. Okay, like wrap it upwards, bring it up, but always keep pinching because you don't want to unravel. Okay, want to bring it up, pinch, and then back down around to the front, and then go through the big loop again. Okay, that's one. You're gonna do it twice. Okay, and this is the second time. You're gonna go up, back down, and you want to pull it through the big loop again, and then bring it back up to the top, and make sure you put pressure up here, because if not, it's gonna unravel. You gotta start all over. Then you want to switch grip. Okay, and you want to bring the big loop up, okay, to the front, and you want to pull it through the small loop. Okay, you want to pinch it, grab it, you want to pull it through the small loop. Okay, and then you want to slowly pull the leader. Okay, but you want to keep the tension up here. Okay, if not, this knot will slip back down and it'll disappear into the knot down here, which you don't want that. So you want to kind of decide how long you want this your hook to be. So I'm gonna decide that I want it, and the only way, if you want to loosen up, all you have to do is this pull, okay, and then shoot, and then hold on to here, and this pull up here, and then you can make it longer. See how I'm making this loop longer? So I'm gonna decide how big the loop I want to make it. If the loop is too big, then all you have to do is pull here, and it'll get smaller. Okay. Stay with me, guys. Okay. We'll keep doing this knot over and over so you guys get it. Okay. And then once I decide that this is the length that I want to put tension. Again, if I don't put tension and I just pull and tighten this bottom part, this might slip down into the bottom knot and it'll disappear. Okay. You don't want that. You want to put pressure here, okay, and you want to keep this tight over here, okay. Put up here, and you slowly want to just pull this part here, okay, by keeping up here tight, okay, just like that. And once you get it tight, you want to pull to the left, pull to the right, okay, and you want to make sure it's pretty tight, okay. Just like that, and then pull it across, and then solid. Okay, once it's solid, no problem. Then once you have your loop, you want to pinch it. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me go and cut this off. I was using this hook, and I don't need it now. Okay, I can use this. So you want to pinch it, and make sure you find a hook that the eye is big enough to slip this through. Okay, you don't want to put big mono and use a small hook and the eye is too small, you can't slip it through, okay? So you want to make sure it goes through the eye, and then you want to put the tip of the hook through the loop, okay? And then bring it under, and then you want to pull it to the back, and that's it. Okay, just like that. Done. It's pretty strong because it has two monos here instead of one single mono. And the great thing is you don't have to tie a knot. You know, some people might have a hard time tying knots, or you just want to do it fast. This is the fastest way to attach it to your line without worrying about tying and all that. Okay, so this is just one way to do it. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty easy. It's simple, and if you want it longer, you just have to make the loop longer, and then you can put the hook down here. Okay, if you want it shorter, you just have to pull the line and make it short. So you decide how long you want this hook line to be, but keep in mind it is doubled. Okay, it is doubled. Sometimes I like the double, sometimes I don't like the double. Okay, if I want it stronger, I do it this way. Sometimes I want it single, and I'm going to show you how to do it with a single mono, but it's a little more trickier. Same knot, but just a little more trickier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. And if you didn't catch how I did it, don't worry, I'm going to do it again. Okay, like I said, we're only using the same knot, but we'll do it 3 different ways. Okay. Okay, again, I'm making that, keeping this thing tight because this is supposed to be attached to your pole, so you want it tight. Okay, you don't want the drag to be, you know, real loose. Okay, you want to make sure where enough to where you keep it kind of semi-tight. Now, because then you don't have to worry about this side. Yeah. So now we're going to do it again. Okay. So we'll make 1 loop. Okay, I'll make 2 loops. Put pressure. Okay, bring it down. Then again, I'm going to look for the smallest loop, and then I'm going to wrap it through. Okay, going to go up, back down to the bigger loop, bring it back up. That's 1 rotation. We're going to do it one more time. 2. Go back to the bigger loop, bring it back up. That's 2, and then instead of twice with the first one, we did it twice. This one we're going to do it 3 times. Okay, we're going to bring it down to the big loop again. Okay, and then back up, pinching, keeping it tight. Then what you do when you want to bring that big loop on the bottom up to the front, and you want to pull it through the small one now. Okay, It's like that, okay? And once you get it through, you can you don't have to worry about the knot down here. You can let it go, okay? And what I want to do is now that I want to make this loop big, okay? So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pull on one side, and what I want to do is I want to make this loop kind of big, okay? I'm not gonna show you why in a minute. Why I want it bigger, okay? I wanted this a little bit bigger, okay? And then once I feel that this is enough, okay, maybe just a little bit more, okay, I'll start tightening it, okay? I'm gonna pull one side, pull the other, tighten, tighten. Make sure it's tightened really good. One side, pull it to the one side. Okay, I want to pull it to the other side. Make sure it's really good. Tight, 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 tight. Like that. Okay, pull it across. Pull it this way. Make sure it's pretty tight. Okay, looks good. Then all you want to do is cut it and leave a little tag. Okay, and then you want to just test the knot. Okay, now this is the tricky part. If you don't do it right, this is what's gonna happen. Okay, watch. Okay, it might slip. Okay, so you gotta be real careful with this. So you want to leave a little tag, a long tag, just in case she starts slipping downwards. You still enough tag until the point where she tightens. Okay, it's like that. Tight. Test it out first. Okay, because if it doesn't work, it'll break off. It'll slip off this knot and it'll come off, which you don't want that. Okay, if you don't do it right. And this one takes a little time and practice, okay, to get it right, to get the right pressure, to get the right angle to tighten. And once you learn all that, how to tighten it completely, then it'll work. Not, you'll notice when you pull, it'll come right off. Because remember, you're cutting the line, right? So you don't want this tag to come loose, okay? Just like that. Okay, now it's solid. But again, test it before you put it out. You don't want to just tie it and go, and she's not really cinched on well. So you got to make sure she's good, okay, before you tie the hook, okay? And again, I'll be tying it. Boom. And again, you can use it for, again, you can do it, you can put different size hooks on this, different size mono. Doesn't have to be the same size, can be any size that you want. Okay, tighten it. Boom. Okay, that's it, real fast, nothing fancy. Boom. This is just demonstration purposes, and then it's done. Okay, just like that. Now, this is not the strongest knot or setup. Okay, this is only made for small game. If you want to go bigger, I would suggest using the first one I showed you or the next one that I'm going to show you. Okay, this is just if you're going for small game using 8-pound test and 10, 4 or 5-pound test, and you want to attach another hook to them. And again, keep in mind, it's not the most solidest knot. So I would not recommend using this for big game, okay? It's only for small game, okay? If not, it'll break. Okay, again, it's not the strongest knot, okay? This is only for small. Keep that in mind, small game, okay? Now I should show you the next one. Okay, I'll cut this off because I need that. Okay, I'll wrap this here. Keep it tight. And again, keep in mind that this is attached to the pole. We're gonna do the same thing again, okay? We're gonna make that circle, okay? I'll make one more. So one smaller than the other. Bring it downwards. Then I'm gonna wrap the small one, and I'm going to do it twice on this one, okay? This is one rotation, back up, and then 2 rotation, back up, okay? Now this is a little bit different. What I want to do now is that I want to just pull it, okay, tight, but I want to leave this little loop on the top and just leave it like that, okay, and leave it alone for now, okay? Now you want to get that hook that you just made, and you determine how long you want this hook. Let's just say you wanted it this long. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a knot, okay? 1 knot, 2 knots, okay? Bam. And the smaller the mono, the more knots you want to do, because you want the knot kind of big, good size up here. Okay, you don't want it too small. Okay, the bigger the line, then you don't have to make too much knots. Okay, you can make 3, 4 knots, but I'll just do 2 for now for demonstrations. Okay, then you want to slip it through. Okay, the loop you just made, and then what you want to do, you want to pull it slowly. Okay, make sure the knot don't slip through now. Okay, now once it starts to tighten, you can slowly bring this thing, you can slowly bring this line down, okay, to the knot. It's like that. Slowly tighten, pull, tighten, okay, and pull, and lock it in. The knot actually is like a stopper. Okay, once you tighten the knot and you bring it down to the knot, and it'll prevent it from slipping through the knot now. Okay, maybe like that. Just like that. This is a little stronger knot compared to the second one I showed you. It's similar, except that you're not cutting. Okay, so this one you can use for bigger game, a lot bigger game. And again, it's clean. There's no 3-eye swivel, and it's fast ways to attach it. Okay, that you can just boom, 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 and go. So what I would do is I usually get like 3, 4 hooks. I set the length that I like. I already make the knot at the end, and I leave it on the table, and then boom, I make 1 loop, 2 loop, or 3 loops. I'll do it one at a time. I make the loop, attach it, pull the knot, slide it, lock it into place, and I'll do the next one, slide it, boom, boom, and down the line. So this is, you can do it fast. That's the reason why I like it, because sometimes you don't have the time, man. You don't want to be, oh, I gotta use the 3-eye, I gotta touch the top, then I gotta touch the bottom, then I gotta put the hook on, and I gotta tie the hook, and it just takes longer. Then I gotta do the next branch, and then I gotta put another 3-eye swivel, and you gotta start all that process again. This is real fast, okay, and it works. So you don't have to always buy 3-eye swivels. You don't have to pack the 3-eye swivels. You don't have to. You can do it cleanly, and again, I like it because the fish don't see it, and it makes it more stealthy. Okay, but it works. So I know it's maybe a little bit complicating, and you guys might have questions again. So I'll demonstrate one more time up close. Okay. Again, what you want to do, you want to make, oh, in fact, yeah. Again, I'll have to tighten this thing up, right? Because this has to be tight. Okay, because this is attached to your pole. Okay. So you want to make 1 loop, pinch it. Once you get this down, then everything else is pretty much easy, because everything else is just the same, right? You make 2 loops, okay? One got to be bigger than the other, okay? So you always grab the smallest one. So I want to grab the smallest one through the big loop first, pull it through, and then wrap it around and bring it back to the top. Just like that, okay? Always keep tension. Then I want to wrap it one more time, back down, to the big loop again, and then bring it back to the top, like that. Then I want to grab the bottom loop, the big loop, to forward, and bring it through the small loop, okay? And I want to pinch it. And once I get that, I can let everything go, and I slowly have to just tighten. See that? And this is where the magic begins, right? From here. So now, again, I can do the first one I showed you. I can just bring it up and make it as long as I want, how big the loop I want, and attach the hook. Or I can do it the other way. Make this part long again, cut it, right? But you have to tighten it first and then cut. Or I can show you the last one where you just put the knot and you just slide it through, right? And lock that knot into the other knot and make sure it doesn't slip through, okay? So that's all it is right here. This movement here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I know probably you guys are probably asking me how I did the last one again. Okay, so I'll cut it, and I'll show you guys again. I'll use this one here, okay, and I'll cut this knot, okay. So again, I'll attach it, attach the hook to the mano, okay. I usually do it 5 times, but I'll just do 3 because this is just demonstration, okay, purposes, okay. Bam, shazam, okay. So now make a knot, and you can do 3-4 times depending again how big your mano. I suggest if you have small mano, do 3-4-5 times. Make the knot pretty big, okay, or it'll slip through, okay. See? Then you want to slip this through, okay, just like that. Slip it through, then grab it, and then slowly what you want to do is you want to pull. Okay, pull that knot slowly. Now if it doesn't slip good, that's when you want to add some saliva, okay? Make sure you hold on to it too. Okay, and you slowly start to pull it. See how she's just going through the saliva? Then before you tighten it, you want to bring the knot down to the other knot. Okay, see that? Want to bring it down to the other knot right there until it touches the other knot. Then you slowly tighten this thing up. Okay, tighten it. Pull the knot a little bit so it touches the other knot before you fully tighten it. Then you tighten, 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 and you are good to go, ready to rock and roll. Okay, and then clip. That's it. If you don't want the kink, I know the other one had a kink. The only reason why is because I didn't put a knot all the way to the knot. I kind of tightened it before the knot reached the knot, so she kinked it right there. But this time I made sure I put a knot all the way down to the knot and then tighten it, and then you don't have that kink. So it looks real clean now. Yeah, and it's solid. Okay, again, it's a stronger knot. You catch some good sized fish, but again, if you're going for really big ones, I suggest using a 3-eye swivel if you want it really strong. And there's other knots you can use as well that's probably stronger than this. But if you want it fast, effective, this technique works really well. Okay, so I'm hoping this helps. I know it's looks complicated a little, but if you practice it, it'll be easier. Do the first one I showed you, but that was the easiest. Once you master that, the other 2 becomes that much more simpler. Okay, but most important is just making sure that you guys tighten the knot correctly, and really tighten it on both sides before anything else, and test it out. Make sure she's solid before you use it. Okay, if it's not, then redo it again. But this will save you time and headaches, and you don't always have to bring 3-eye swivels, and you don't always have to buy 3-eye swivels. It works. I caught a lot of fish doing this technique alone. Okay, so yeah, I hope this helps. And before I go, always remember, catch the big ones, release the small ones. Let's not throw it on the rocks. Catch what you need. If you want to catch and release, better yet. That's always the best option, right? But if you want to take it home and eat, take it home and eat. But make sure it's legal too, legal size. We all gotta know what's legal, what's not legal, right? And we want to, conserve, preserve, and make sure we save, the fish for the next generations to come. Okay, I'm showing you guys all these techniques, but again, it doesn't mean that we go and catch every fish out there, right? We kind of want to do things pono, and make sure that we can save the fish, and hopefully the next generation can have fun too. And let's pass down the knowledge to the next generation before the old timers such as myself too. If anything happens to us, that knowledge goes with us, and it's kind of poho a little, right, that we won't be able to share it with you guys. So we want to make sure we slowly share this knowledge, but of course we don't want you guys to abuse it, right? Want you guys to make sure that you guys appreciate and respect, and go out there, have some fun, be safe, most importantly. And I want to thank you guys for always keep watching. And keep subscribing, and please like, and I'll catch you guys again out there, and you guys take care of yourself, and thanks for watching Island Hooking. You guys take care.